Madera Community Hospital breathe new life after all? The governor thinks so thanks to a new emergency bill. I'm Haley Gears with the full story tonight.
An update from the city of Visalia was held last night regarding chicken ownership within city limits. I'm Raquel Regalado with the full story tonight at 8.
Preserving buildings in Fresno, the city council is on a mission to accomplish that feat. I'm Athena Matsikis with the full story tonight at 8.
New, local, unique. MyTV 53 News at 8 starts right now.
All right, here we go. Good evening. Welcome to the San Joaquin Valley's only 8 p.m. news. I am Austin Reed. Thanks for joining us on this Tuesday. It is May the 16th. Help is coming to Madera Community Hospital. New tonight, reporter Haley Gears has the update from California Governor Gavin Newsom. She joins us from the News Center with more in our big story.
Late last night, Gavin Newsom, alongside members of California legislators, signed AB 112, creating a new $150 million distressed hospital loan program to provide zero-interest cash flow loans to nonprofit or public hospitals experiencing extreme financial distress. These loans will help these struggling hospitals remain in operation or assist in the reopening of recently closed hospitals. Madera Community Hospital was one of the local hospitals in their area recently shut down. The governor said in part, quote, "This new program will help hospitals in extreme financial distress get the assistance they need as quickly as possible." Here was the governor speaking late last week about his revision for health care all across the state. Assemblymember Soria said, quote, "I'm grateful to the governor for prioritizing state assistance so Madera Community Hospital and other struggling hospitals have access to emergency funding. Reopening Madera Community Hospital has been my top priority this year, and today's action gives me hope towards restoring emergency health care, labor, and delivery services and preventative care access that is critical to the community."
On the behavioral health front, I want to highlight, as we have highlighted in San Diego with the Pro Tem, I want to thank her for incredible leadership in this space, and Senator Eggman, so many others that have really been leaders in this space. The behavioral health bond, we are fully committed to advancing this.
The governor's office, California Health and Human Services Agency, and the Department of Healthcare Access and Information worked closely with the California Health Facilities Financing Authority and the California legislature to develop this new loan program to assist hospitals in need in as little time as possible. Reporting from the newsroom, this is Haley Gears, MyTV 53 News at 8.
All right, stay with us for updates. Meanwhile, earlier today, Governor Newsom joining state, local, and federal officials to announce new efforts to support salmon and restore the Yuba River.
So the last of the 48 contiguous states was created in 1910, Arizona. In 1912, the Titanic hit the iceberg.
This is, by the way, exactly where I expected the speech to go. Yeah, keep going.
In 1914, we completed the Panama Canal. So the 1910s were also an era of innovation. I kid you not. We had the first modern zipper.
Okay.
We had a pop-up bread toaster come on the market. And in 1913, the New York World published the first crossword puzzle. We've benefited from those innovations forever. They've evolved to adapt to society's needs. Right behind me is a dam that has not evolved over that same time scale.
California says the new action will return salmon, steelhead, and sturgeon to miles of the historic habitat on the Yuba River. Officials are building a path for salmon and other fish to go around the dam that has blocked access to their cold water habitat. Other news new tonight, Fresno Mayor Jerry Dyer announcing today that Fitch Ratings has announced a big upgrade to the city of Fresno's credit rating. This follows upgrades from Moody's Investors Service and Standard & Poor's rating in December and November 2022. This week, Fitch Ratings announced the big upgrade to the city's issuer rating from A to A+. Fitch cited the city's solid expenditure flexibility and strong financial resilience. Fitch also noted Fresno's comprehensive budget management and improved operating performance due to the implementation of strong financial policies. There are some big changes coming to historic buildings in downtown Fresno. New tonight, reporter Athena Matsikis is in the News Center with this story.
Mayor Jerry Dyer, along with council members, came together today to show their support for keeping buildings like the Water Tower in downtown Fresno. The old Fresno Water Tower is a historic water tower listed on the National Register of Historic Places. Designed by George Washington Maher, the tower was completed in late 1894. It ceased operation in 1963, but the council says that big changes are coming.
For the proposed $250 million to be invested in downtown Fresno. That is not only appreciated, it is much needed, and it is an investment that will transform the downtown area forever.
Council members also brought up the Hotel Fresno project, and they say that building is set to open really soon. Reporting in the News Center, I'm Athena Matsikas for MyTV 53 News at 8.
Other news and developing from Fresno PD. Flowers, brunch, dinner, maybe even a spa day. That's how most of us spent Mother's Day this year with our moms. But not these two. Members of the street racing team conducted a traffic stop on two vehicles Mother's Day Sunday. They were racing eastbound on Shaw from First. Now, Shaw has a posted speed limit of 40 miles an hour, and both vehicles were observed traveling in excess of 80 miles an hour as they traveled side by side, dangerously weaving around other vehicles occupying the roadway. The drivers of the vehicles were contacted and found to be mother and son. Both were issued citations for reckless driving, and their vehicles were impounded for 30 days. Hey, homicide detectives with the Fresno County Sheriff's Office have arrested 20-year-old Tivon Sisonnoy of Fresno. He has been booked into the Fresno County Jail. His bail's $95,000. The district attorney's office filed a charge of voluntary manslaughter against him. This was a gang-related shooting. Around 2:20 p.m. on Saturday, April 15th, dispatchers with the Fresno County Sheriff's Office received a report of a disturbance with gunshots at the intersection of Valentine and Princeton Avenues in Fresno. Deputies arrived and found 16-year-old Nolan Chan down on the ground with gunshot wounds. Deputies did administer CPR and worked with EMS to get him to the hospital. He would later die. Chan lived in Clovis and was a student at Sunnyside High School in Fresno. Police say this was an isolated incident, not a random shooting. Chan and others were attacking the man who is a rival gang member. A short distance away on Valentine sits the Fresno Cambodian Buddhist temple. Well, here a large public celebration was taking place with hundreds of guests. The people involved in the shooting were in this area of town to attend the event at the temple. This just in from the Fresno County District Attorney's Office today. 34-year-old Gerald Stanfield of Fresno was sentenced to first-degree murder along with other felony charges. Stanfield was sentenced to a term of 85 years to life for the murder of William Simpson and assault with a firearm upon Simpson's fiancée. Today's sentence was handed down by Judge Conklin after a Fresno County jury found Stanfield guilty following a weeks-long trial that concluded on February 9th. This case is a retrial from 2015. On March 31st, 2013, Fresno police were dispatched pursuant to a 911 call to a report of a shooting. Upon arrival, they discovered a William Simpson suffering from several gunshot wounds. While en route to Community Regional Medical Center, he died to his injuries. The evidence at the trial revealed that Stanfield, a member of a criminal street gang, shot and killed Simpson in the early morning hours of Easter Sunday for wearing a hat depicting the letter P as in Paul. Immediately after shooting Simpson, Stanfield pointed the gun at the victim's fiancée, who was awakened by the shots and trying to protect her young child. Luckily, they were not harmed. Later that afternoon, law enforcement located Stanfield and a vehicle pursuit ensued. And new tonight from Visalia PD, a man is behind bars for a shooting in a Visalia neighborhood. Around 10 p.m. last night, officers were called to the area of Moody Boulevard and Riggin Avenue for reports of the man with a gun. Several callers told dispatch the man was wearing a backpack and had shot several rounds in the area. When officers arrived, they found 33-year-old Gabriel Shagun at the intersection of Moody and Wren Avenue. Shagun was carrying an open backpack in front of his buddy and refused to comply with the officers. He ran from them but was caught and arrested. Officers found 2 loaded semi-automatic handguns and ammunition inside his backpack. Several shell casings were also found in the area. The man was transported to the Tulare County pretrial facility. Staying in Visalia, but in other news, could changes to owning chickens in the city be coming? New tonight, reporter Raquel Regalado is joining us from the News Center with these details.
The last work session item City Council members considered during Monday night council meeting. This is all regarding the city's municipal code to allow community members to allow chickens in residential zones. The Visalia Times-Delta says the concept was first brought to the city in February at the suggestion of Councilmember Liz Wynn. As of now, chickens and other fowls are not permitted in residential zones throughout Visalia, except in single-family residential minimum 20,000 square foot site areas. Ultimately, City Council members voted against moving forward with any code changes. 401. Councilmember Emmanuel Soto abstained.
Everything Darlene said is actually probably pretty true because my mother-in-law has chickens. They live on a 5-acre farm. They got a rooster. They don't want to get rid of the rooster because of the kids. The roosters, they do a pretty good job, but they're not saving any money. We bought my mother-in-law the chicken coop, and my father-in-law gets mad at me all the time because it costs more money than going to the store to get an egg. So
the Visalia Times-Delta also says other nearby cities are mixed in their allowances for chickens. For example, Clovis, Dinuba, Fresno, Hanford, Tulare, and Porterville do not permit chickens, while Exeter, Farmersville, and Lindsay allow them a set amount in residence rear yards. Reporting in the newsroom, Raquel Regalado, MyTV 53 News at 8.
Raquel, thank you. That does it for your first few minutes of nonstop news here at 8 o'clock, but don't go anywhere. We are just getting started. Still ahead, work continues on the California High-Speed Rail. We have a new update from work here in the Valley. And at 8:30 tonight, Emma Ott is digging deeper with Mike Salas from CHP Fresno. And the hot weather continues. We'll have another update on your hot weather forecast coming up as well. New, local, unique. This is MyTV 53 News at 8. We'll be right back.
This is MyTV 53 News. New, local, unique with Austin Reed. You're watching MyTV 53 News at 8.
And welcome back. We have a news flash for you just into the MyTV 53 newsroom. Investigators are looking into a deputy-involved shooting in Fresno County. This happened just before 6 o'clock tonight in Carruthers at Tahoe and Henderson. No word yet on why the shooting happened. Stay with us for updates. Thank you for staying with us on this 16th of May. Yesterday at Bullard High School in Fresno, seniors and juniors were presented the awful consequences of dying in a drunk driving crash. Here's a look at the demonstration from above, new tonight. Well, on Monday of this month's CAL FIRE report was released. From potential fire danger posed by the wet weather received to a new online burn permit application process. Here's more.
Hi everyone, I'm Josh Mott, and today we're going to talk about Memorial Day safety. Remember to build and maintain your campfire safely and always follow locally posted campfire restrictions. When it comes to extinguishing your fire, remember to follow the drown, stir and feel method. Remember, it only takes one spark to start a wildfire, so make sure your vehicle is properly maintained and there are no chains dragging on the road surface.
Officials also discussed a recap of Wildfire Preparedness Week. Now to our big story in Kern County for our viewers on KNXT 53. This month, a number of bulky item events will be taking place. Reporter Anna Marie Odo explains.
Kern County Public Works is hosting several upcoming bulky waste collection events to help our community get rid of unwanted household bulky items, such as appliances, mattresses, and barbecue grills. Beginning this Saturday, May 13th, you can get rid of your bulky waste from 8 in the morning until 12 noon in Bakersfield at Meadowsfield International Terminal, Kern Medical, or the Kern County Fairgrounds, as well as Saturday, May 20th in Lake Isabella at Thomas Refuse Service. All of these events are in partnership with the Cesar Chavez Environmental Corps, Varner & Son, and Lamont Sanitation. You can find more information about what items are considered bulky waste and view other upcoming drop-off events at kernpublicworks.com. And if you're also ready to get rid of your hazardous waste, Public Works is holding 5 collection events throughout the month of May. Beginning this Saturday, May 13th, Public Works will hold a collection event at the Kern Valley Transfer Station from 9 in the morning until 1 in the afternoon. And also at the Ridgecrest Special Waste Facility from 10 in the morning until 1 in the afternoon. You can also get rid of your waste on Saturday, May 20th at the Tehachapi Recycling and Sanitary Landfill, Saturday, May 27th at the Lebec Transfer Station, and Saturday, May 27th at the Ridgecrest Special Waste Facility. You're encouraged to drop off anything that could be considered dangerous if lying around your homes, such as cleaning products, pesticides, and other chemicals. As a reminder, hazardous waste can always be dropped off at Kern County's permanent special waste facilities located in Bakersfield, Mojave, and Ridgecrest.
My TV 53 News continues with the Valley's local forecast.
She says her love for me could never die, but that'd change if she ever found out about you and I.
Connect with Austin on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Follow, like, share at Austin Reed On Air.
And welcome back, everybody. Well, just released today, we have the Spring 2023 California High-Speed Rail Construction Update.
Signs of the season's historic rain can be seen everywhere along the high-speed rail alignment, but most notably where flooding became a major concern in Kings and Tulare counties. The authority and construction contractor Dragados Flatiron Joint Venture continue to work with local agencies in coordination with the California Governor's Office of Emergency Services to provide assistance. High Speed Rail has provided K-Rail, embankment, and equipment to help with road closures and to build levees to prevent flooding in certain areas. The authority also coordinated with local dairy farmers to use high-speed rail property to transport and relocate livestock. Crews reopened Whitley Avenue, which was recently closed for high-speed rail construction. It will serve as an additional evacuation route for the residents in the city of Corcoran. The authority will continue doing everything it can to assess short and long-term challenges flooding may have on the project and the surrounding communities. Back in Fresno County, the southern gateway into the city of Fresno, the Cedar Viaduct is now complete. The signature double arches can be seen crossing State Route 99. More than 3.6 million pounds of steel rebar and more than 14,000 cubic yards of concrete was used to complete the structure. The Cedar Viaduct is almost 3/4 of a mile long. 2 underpasses continue to take shape in downtown Fresno. Crews are now working on the east side of the Tulare Street underpass. They have moved utilities in the area. They also excavated dirt and installed shoring, supports that help prevent the movement of soil. That will help with the construction of the future underpass and new bridge for the Union Pacific Railroad. On Ventura Street, more utilities are being moved and shoring is being put in to make way for the underpass. Earlier this year, the G Street Bridge that spans over the Ventura Street underpass was completed and is now open to traffic.
Work continues. Hey, still ahead at 8 o'clock, Ivy League project students from Fresno Unified are in the spotlight. We'll show you why next. All right, finally tonight from the Fresno Unified School District, their Ivy League project students are feeling grateful for the amazing opportunity to visit some of the most prestigious universities in the world, including Harvard, Yale, and Brown. And today they want to give a big shout out to college and career readiness at Hoover High School for making this incredible experience possible.
Honestly, I was really shocked and surprised because I'd never seen that side of the world. It was such an eye-opener. It allowed me to see different places, parts of the world, maybe where I'd want to move to, what schools I'd want to go to.
I like that they told us like all the pros and cons of each and every school and why it's an Ivy League, why it's important.
And our thanks to Fresno Unified for that. All right, let's get one more look at your forecast from Fresno to Bakersfield. We are going to continue to see the warm weather. We will be getting close to that 100 mark starting tomorrow, and we're going to be in this hot weather pattern for at least the next week or so. All right, coming up next here on the news at 8:30, Emma Ott is digging deeper with Mike Salas from CHP Fresno. I'm Austin Reed, hoping your news is good news. We'll see you soon.